Hey everybody, it's Ellen. And let's be honest, dating can be a real jungle out there, right? You think you're doing great, putting yourself out there, and then bam! You're hit with the dreaded friend zone or worse, complete radio silence. Did you know that studies show over 70% of people admit to making major flirting mistakes? That's like almost everyone. So today we're diving deep into the world of flirting fails. And trust me, I've had my fair share. Join me as I try to spot and fix my own flirting mistakes that might be scaring people away. Get ready to laugh, learn, and maybe even cringe a little. Mistake 1. Are you failing the test? Okay, so flirting. It's supposed to be fun, right? It's that magical dance of words and gestures that can make hearts flutter and cheeks blush. But let's be honest, it can also be a minefield of awkward moments and missteps. Light-hearted, a little playful banter, maybe a wink or two. It's all part of the game. The thrill of the chase, the excitement of connecting with someone new. But sometimes our best intentions can go totally haywire. You think you're being charming, but the other person is just left scratching their head, wondering what just happened. We've all been there. That awkward moment when you realize your smooth pickup line landed with a thud. Or worse, it made the other person cringe. Or your attempt at being charming just came across as, well, creepy. It's like you're speaking a different language and the translation is all wrong. And the worst part? You might not even realize you're doing anything wrong. You think you're nailing it, but in reality, you're missing the mark completely. That's why we're here today, to break down those common flirting mistakes that could be sending your potential soulmate running for the hills. Because let's face it, nobody wants to be that person who scares off every date. We're talking about the subtle things you might not even notice you're doing, like body language that sends mixed signals or jokes that fall flat. But that can make all the difference between a successful flirtation and a total disaster. It's the little things that count, and sometimes they count a lot. So buckle up, because we're about to get real about flirting, folks. We're diving deep into the do's and don'ts, the tips and tricks, to help you navigate the tricky waters of romance with confidence and ease. Mistake 2, too much or not enough. All right, let's talk confidence. It's like the holy grail of flirting, right? But here's the thing, there's a fine line between being confident and being, well, let's just say a little too cocky. Coming on too strong can be a major turnoff. Imagine this. You're at a coffee shop and someone sidles up to you, starts showering you with compliments, and practically proposes before you've even taken a sip of your latte. Intense much? On the flip side, lacking confidence can be just as detrimental. Mumbling, avoiding eye contact, and constantly second-guessing yourself? That's not exactly going to scream catch now, is it? Finding that sweet spot, that perfect balance of confidence and humility, that's the key. It's about believing in yourself, knowing your worth, but also being approachable and respectful. Mistake 3, reading the signs. Are they really into you? Now, let's talk about one of the trickiest aspects of flirting, reading the signals. It's a delicate dance, a subtle art that can be both exhilarating and nerve-wracking. Are they actually interested, or are they just being polite? This question can keep you up at night, replaying every interaction in your mind. Decoding body language can feel like trying to decipher ancient hieroglyphics sometimes. Every gesture, every glance, every smile can be loaded with meaning. Or not. A smile can mean a million things, and let's not even get started on eye contact. Is it a sign of interest, or just a friendly gesture? One minute you think you're locking eyes in a moment of deep connection, and the next, they're looking over your shoulder like you're invisible. It's a roller coaster of emotions. Ouch. Misinterpreting these signals can lead to some seriously awkward encounters. You might think you're on the same page, only to realize you're in completely different books. You think you're hitting all the right notes, but in reality, you're playing a completely different tune. It's like trying to join a band without knowing the song. So, How do you avoid this flirting faux pas? How do you make sure you're not misreading the signs and setting yourself up for disappointment? Pay attention to the subtle cues. These small, often overlooked signals can tell you a lot about someone's true feelings. Are they engaged in the conversation? Do they seem genuinely interested in what you're saying? Or are they just nodding along? Are they leaning in, or are they creating distance? Physical proximity can be a strong indicator of interest. Are they mirroring your body language? This subconscious mimicry is often a sign of rapport and attraction. These are all telltale signs that can help you gauge their level of interest. By paying close attention to these subtle cues, you can navigate the complex world of flirting with a bit more confidence and clarity. Mistake 4. The biggest flirting fail of all time. Okay, drumroll, please. Get ready for a story that will make you cringe, laugh, and maybe even learn a thing or two about the art of flirting. It's time to reveal the most common, the most cringeworthy, the most, oh honey, no, you didn't flirting mistake of all time. Not listening. Yes, you heard that right. Not listening is the ultimate flirting faux pas that can turn a potentially great connection into an awkward disaster. Yes, you heard me right. You might think you're doing everything right, dressing well, cracking jokes, and maintaining eye contact. But if you're not genuinely listening, you're missing the mark completely. You could have all the smooth moves in the world, but if you're not truly listening to the person you're trying to woo, you're doomed before you even start. Listening is more than just hearing words. It's about understanding and engaging with the other person's thoughts and feelings. Think about it. How many times have you been in a conversation where you felt the other person was just waiting for their turn to speak, rather than actually listening to you? It's frustrating, right? Have you ever been on a date where the other person was so busy talking about themselves that they barely even asked you your name? It's like you're just a prop in their one-person show. Not exactly the best way to make a connection. Or maybe they just weren't present in the moment, constantly checking their phone or looking around the room. It's as if they're searching for something more interesting than the person right in front of them. It's like, hello, I'm right here. When someone doesn't listen, it sends a clear message that they don't value your time or what you have to say. Not listening shows a lack of respect and interest, and trust me, that's not exactly a recipe for romantic success. It can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and a general sense of disconnect. So, put those listening ears on, folks. Make a conscious effort to be present in the moment. Turn off distractions, maintain eye contact, and show that you care about what the other person is saying. Engage in the conversation, ask questions, and show genuine interest in what the other person has to say. This not only makes the other person feel valued, but also helps you understand them better. You might be surprised at how far a little listening can go. It can turn a simple conversation into a meaningful connection, and who knows, maybe even the start of something beautiful. So next time you're out there trying to impress someone, remember, the best way to their heart might just be through their words. Mistake 5, flirting with finesse. You've got this. So, there you have it, folks. We've explored the treacherous terrain of flirting fails, from confidence crises to body language blunders and the cardinal sin of not listening. But hey, don't despair. Flirting is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice. The more you put yourself out there, the more comfortable and confident you'll become. Remember, flirting should be fun and lighthearted. It's about making a connection, sparking interest, and seeing if there's a potential for something more. So, go forth and flirt with finesse. Be yourself, be respectful, and most importantly, have fun with it. And who knows? You might just find yourself falling head over heels for someone special. So, tell me, have you ever had a hilarious flirting fail? Or maybe you have some tips to share. Head down to the comments and spill the tea. We've all been there, and let's be honest, sometimes those awkward moments make the best stories. And hey, If you want to learn even more about mastering the art of flirting, I've got another video lined up for you right here. It's packed with tips and tricks to help you flirt like a pro. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the fun. Until next time, keep on flirting, my friends.